You got HD and DVR on all the TVs. One thing I forgot to go over on the Hopper, it's over 1,000 hours worth of recording. So same thing for the Hopper Super Joey. The Hopper is what the hard drive is, so you get the same amount of storage on a Hopper Super Joey as you do with a Hopper Joey. So a Hopper Super Joey is going to be for someone that typically has more than 3 TVs or that records quite a bit. So the Hopper Super Joey has 5 tuners, which allows you to do 5 things at one time, like record up to 5 shows, and it has high def and DVR on all the TVs in the house. Now if there's 6 TVs, then they're going to have a different receiver other than a Joey. So they'd either have to have a second Hopper or like just a regular HD receiver, like a 211. Those are pretty rare, so you won't run into very many houses that have 6 or 7 TVs, but they are out there. So the Hopper will store about 1,000 hours worth of HD recording. And that's it for Dish Network. Now we're going to move right along over to DirecTV and their equipment. Now DirecTV is much simpler. You're going to love this. So in the DirecTV world, one receiver does one thing. So there's no dual tuner receivers that control 2 different TVs at the same time. So it's just one receiver for each TV. So it's real easy to catch on to DirecTV's equipment. At least it was for me. And just like I did before with Dish, I'm going to start with the most simplest receiver and work my way up to the most advanced. The most simplest receiver that DirecTV has is called a standard receiver, and that controls one TV, and it's in standard def. So you got a standard receiver controlling one TV in standard def picture. Those are pretty old, they're ancient. You won't see those too often. If you do, better upgrade them. The next receiver after a standard is called a DVR receiver, and it's the exact same thing as a standard, except it allows you to record. Okay, so a DVR receiver for DirecTV is one TV, standard definition, and it will record about 100 hours worth of recording. This is a pretty old receiver as well. Okay, after the DVR receiver, you go to HD. And this is pretty self-explanatory. An HD receiver controls one HD TV. That's it. Nothing else to it. Alright. Now, like Dish, the 722 is the most common piece of equipment that you run into. Now, the most common that you run into with DirecTV is just like a 722. It's called an HD DVR. But unlike the 722, it only controls one TV at a time, not multiple TVs. So staying on task here, an HD DVR is one HD TV. It has 2 tuners, and it'll store about 200 hours worth of recording. So there you go. You can look at that. HD DVR receiver, one HD TV, 2 tuners, which means you can watch a show and record a show at the same time, and it'll store about 200 hours. Alright. Now the next receiver for DirecTV, this is the top of the line that they have. It's called the Genie. Okay? The Genie. Now it's teamed up with mini Genies or clients. We like to call them clients for us, but technicians call them mini Genies or minis. So it's just like the Hopper. The Hopper gets teamed up with the Joey, And the Genie gets teamed up with a client or a mini Genie, same thing. So the Genie, just like the Hopper Super Joey, has 5 tuners, which means you can do 5 things at one time. Alright, and just like the Hopper, all the TVs are in HD and they're all DVR. So you can have up to 5 TVs on the Genie with 4 clients. Usually though, what you'll want to do is a Genie and 3 clients, because the Genie uses 2 tuners when it's on. But that's down the line. That's more advanced stuff. So the Genie is teamed up with clients or mini Genies. There's 5 tuners, which means you can record up to 5 shows at a time. All the TVs in the house are going to be in high def and in DVR. And it'll store about 1,000 hours, just like the Hopper. Okay. Well, that's it on all the equipment for Dish and DirecTV. Some people pick this up really quick. I myself was one of those people that picked up the DirecTV right away. The Dish Network took me a little bit more time, and some people just need a little bit of help. They need a little extra boost. So if you need help, get with your manager. Call me, call your manager, ask questions. Don't be afraid to ask a question. There's no such thing as a dumb question. I'd rather you ask me something than go out there and tell the customer the wrong information. So if you don't know the equipment, study it. Feel free to ask questions at any time. All right?